सहनाववतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चेत्तानि नाहम् न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादो न चोपस्थपायो चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Humble prostrations to one and all present here. So we have seen the first 4 sections. In the first section, the student approaches the teacher and asks for that knowledge, knowing which everything is known. So then the teacher says, there is Paravidya and there is Aparavidya, the lower knowledge and the higher knowledge. Anything other than the self is all lower knowledge. The knowledge of the self is the higher knowledge, Paravidya. Since everything has come from the self, knowing the self leads to knowledge of everything. When Uttama Purusha is known, Kshara Purusha and Akshara Purusha are also known. When Ishvara is known, Jiva and Jagat, everything is known. Ishvara has to be known as Param Atma, one's own self. So the message is the same everywhere. So then the second so the purpose of life, the purpose of creation is only to know this truth. There ends the first section. The second section starts talking about Karmakanda, praising Karmakanda. Later on, the very same section criticizes Karmakanda, saying that action is limited, results are limited, therefore action cannot give you infinity. Only this knowledge that you are already infinite can give you infinity. This question can come. Sadhana is also finite action. Shravanam Mananam Nididhyasanam. How can this Shravanam Mananam Nididhyasanam give you infinite result? Finite sadhana gives infinite result because the nature of the thing is infinite. The nature of the self is infinite, therefore we get infinite result, not because sadhana is infinite. Okay, so the second section, the student approaches the teacher and the teacher starts giving the knowledge. In the third section, teacher starts giving the knowledge. How is the knowledge given? By glorifying the world. See the perfection in the world, know the glory of the Lord through the world, and then turn your attention to that Lord who is seated in the heart. That is third section. What is fourth section? fourth section is meditation upon the self. So what is the metaphor used? The metaphor of bow and arrow. Pranavo dhanuhu sharo hyatma brahmatallakshyamuchyate apramattena vedhavyam sharavat tanmayo bhavet. So that we saw yesterday. So pranava, omkara is the bow, arrow is the atma or the mind. Fix the arrow upon the bow. What is the fixing the arrow means? Chanting the name and paying attention. Withdrawing the string means withdrawing the mind from the world. Turning the arrow towards the target. What is the target? Brahman or consciousness is the target. And then, so chant the name and think about the meaning. That is it. Then release the arrow. Releasing the arrow means shifting the attention of the mind from the name to the meaning of the name, which is consciousness. So shifting the mind from the name to consciousness. That is the movement of arrow. So what will be the speed of arrow then? Clarity is the speed. How clear you are. And of course vairagya also comes. How quickly you can move from the name to consciousness. What is the sharpness of the arrow? Chitta ekagrata. What is the lightness of the arrow? Chitta shuddhi. And the arrow merges in the target. What is this merging? Mind merging in consciousness. Then what is left? Only consciousness is left. There is no arrow to be seen. So this is that meditation. Right. Now, to do this meditation, pure mind is essential. So the fifth section is all about purification of mind. So chapter number 3, section number 1, verse number 1, page number 109. Very famous 2 verses. Again a metaphor. Repeat once. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vriksham parishasvajate tayoranyah pippalam swadvati anashnannanyo abhichakashiti dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vriksham parishasvajate tayoranyah pippalam swadvati anashnannanyo abhichakashiti. Dva suparna, 2 birds with beautiful feathers. Suparna. Sayuja, always closely united. Sakhaya, in close friendship. 2 birds. Samanam vriksham parishasvajate. Both of them are seated on the same tree. Tayoho anyaha. Between these two, one pippalam swadu atti. It is eating the fruit, tasting different fruits of the tree. Anyaha, anashnan, the other bird, not eating anything. Abhichakashiti, it is just looking. The other bird is just looking. A witnessing bird. So the first bird is eating the fruit, the other bird is just witnessing. So what is this metaphor? The tree is none other than the physical body. Vriksha. Samsara vriksha. Okay. It is tree is the body. So this bird which is eating the fruit, who is this bird? Jivatma. And what is that fruit? Karma phala. So some fruits are bitter, some are sweet, some are sour, everything. What is that sweet fruit? Punya karma phala. Bitter fruit, papa karma phala. And mixed also, some half ripe and all are there. So, one bird is constantly eating this fruit. So, who is this? Jivatma. The other bird is just watching. Who is that watcher? The Sakshi, the pure consciousness, it is just witnessing. So, that is that picture which you have in the Mundakopanishad in the front page. Now, the old book has better picture. I like that picture, not the new book picture. The new book picture, the bird is looking up. You know, the witnessing bird. Whereas the old book, the witnessing bird is looking the Jivatma bird. That is the right one. That is the right one. Paramatma is constantly watching Jivatma. This is the experience of Jivatma when he turns his attention to Paramatma. You see, that is the right way. Not that Paramatma is just looking somewhere. That's not good. In this, there is sweetness there. Sweetness of devotion is there. Paramatma should be bothered only about his child, the Jivatma. That's how it should be. So, two birds. Paramatma is just watching, whereas Jivatma is not concerned about Paramatma, it is only eating the fruit. Then what is the condition of Jivatma? Next verse. Samane vrikshe purusho nimagnaha anishaya shochati mukhyamanaha jushtam yada pasyatyanyamisham asya mahimanamiti vītashokaha samane vrikshe purusho nimagnaha anishaya shochati mukhyamanaha jushtam yada pasyatyanyamisham asya mahimanamiti vītashokaha. Samani vrikshe, both of them are in the same tree, that physical body. This Jivatma, what is his condition? Nimagnaha. He is drowning, engrossed in the worldly happenings. Nimagnaha. So now Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written a beautiful commentary here. Nimagnaha means what? Alabuhu iva samudra jale nimagnaha. You know this bottle guard, empty bottle guard, or in this modern times an empty bottle. Throw it in the ocean. How will it be? It can neither go down nor it can come out. How that half suspended it remains there on the surface. In the same way. Meaning constantly tossed up and down by the waves of the ocean. Is it able to come out? No. Is it drowning and dying? No. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. The fellow can't come out, the fellow can't die forever. Nimagnaha. Nimagnaha means what? Engrossed in this wrong notion. What is the wrong notion? Nischayena deha bhavam apannaha. I am eva ahamiti. This body alone is me. Amushya putraha, son of so and so. Asya napta, grandson of so and so. Very clear that this is me. Krishaha, stulaha, thin, fat, gunavan, virtuous, nirgunaha, useless, sukhi, dukhi, joyful, sorrowful. Iti evam pratyaya. These are the kinds of thoughts in his mind. This is called as nimagna. Then, na asti anyat asmatiti. There is nothing else other than this. This is me. Full stop. What is there to inquire? Jayate, mriyate, samyujyate, viyujyate, cha sambandhi bandhavaihi. I am born, jayate, a day will come when I will die. I come in contact with my relatives, sanyujyate, viyujyate, after some time they go away. Anishaya, I am helpless. Birth is not in my control. Death is not in my control. My relatives come and go. They are also not in my control. I want to remain with my near and dear ones, but I am helpless. Anishaya shochati mukhyamana. In this way, grieving. Na kaschit samartaha. I am totally helpless. A mere puppet in the hands of destiny. And then, putraha mama vinashtaha. My son is dead. Mrita me bharya. My wife is also gone. Kim me jivitena. What is the purpose of life? Iti evam dina bhavaha anisha. In this way, that anisha means, isha means to rule. Anisha means no power. I have no control over my own life. This way. Taya anishaya shochati santapyate. Constantly grieving. Mukhyamanaha aneka anartha prakarehi avivekataya chintam apadyamana. In this way, constantly filled with chinta, worry, tension, anxiety. And in this way, many births in various wombs. Sa evam preta tiryang manushyadi yonishu ajavam javibhavam apannaha. Many births in many wombs. Animals, birds, insects, human beings, he goes on and on and on. All the time miserable. Then what happens? Kadachit aneka janmasu shuddha dharma sanchita nimitta. And thus, in very many births, because of all the punya karmas he has done, in so many births, and it gets accumulated. And then what happens? Kenachit paramakarunikena darshita yoga margaha. Then he comes in contact with some extremely compassionate guru. Paramakarunikena. And then he is shown the path. Darshita yoga margaha. The path of spirituality. You see how many births are needed to even come to such classes, to this path. It's not easy. Many times we think, why, I don't know why, for Deepavali and all, thousands people gather, but I don't know why classes nobody comes. The reason. The entrance fee is there. It's not a joke. Aneka janmasu, many births are needed. All the punya karma that you have done gets stored, accumulated. There's a Bhagavan who is tallying everything. Punya account. And then you come across somebody. It's not that they don't come across, but they don't have faith. See, our own impure mind will say, this is unimportant. This is useless. Who is telling this? Our own impure mind. You don't understand the value of this knowledge. And then, kenachit paramakarunikena darshita yoga margaha. He comes across some guru, and that guru tells him the path. And then he starts practicing what? Ahimsa, satya, brahmacharya, sarvatyaga, shamadamadi, sampannaha. In this way, then he practices all this. Shama, Dama, Uparama, etc. Ahimsa, Brahmacharyam. And then Pashyati. Then he sees, in that pure mind he sees. What? Jushtam Anyam Isham Pashyati. He sees that Lord in himself who is most worshipful. In myself I see another entity different from me, divine, watching me, nothing to do with the physical body. A presence, a witnessing presence. I intuitively experience a presence in me, and I know that it is Sakshat Bhagavan himself. Who is this witnessing consciousness? This is the other word. Sarvasya jagatah Atma ayam aham asmi. Sarvasya samaha sarvabhuta stitah. Yada asya mahimanam pashyati, when his attention turned towards that presence in himself, upon his higher self, and his glory, that the whole world is existing in that Bhagavan. Who is the self in me? Yada jagadrupam asya mahimanam vibhutim pashyati, asya mama parameshwarasya, that whole world is the glory of my Lord, of my own self. Vita shokah bhavati, all sorrows go away. You see? The moment the Jivatma's attention turns to Paramatma, his sorrows come to an end. Till then, sorrows continue. But when does that attention go? Somebody has to show. So coming to this path itself is not easy. Very few people only come. Yes, very few people only will come. It is not a sabji market. Vegetable, everybody is there. It is a jeweller's shop. You have to be qualified. Maybe the whole day one person may enter in a jeweller's shop, but that is enough for him. His business is done. In the same way, don't expect too many people here, because the content of discussion itself is very high. You see how beginning. What is that? Devanam pratamas sambhavuva. Brahma devanam pratamas sambhavuva. Vishwasya karta bhuvanasya gopta. Savidyam. Sa brahma vidyam. Sarva vidya pratishtam. You see the kind of people who are discussing this knowledge. Not every Tom, Dick and Harry. Highly pure ones, noble ones, they discuss this knowledge. So naturally, crowd will be less. Okay. This has to be kept in mind always. Our crowd is not third-rate crowd. It is a quality crowd. Even to discuss this, revel in it, enjoy, understand, need certain qualification. Kritatmanah nainam pashyantya chetasa. Everywhere is the same. Okay. Continuing, verse number 3, page number 113. Yada pashyah pashyate rukmavarnam kartaramisham purusham brahmayonim tada vidwan punya pape vidhuya niranjanah paramam samyamupaiti yada pashyah pashyate rukmavarnam kartaramisham purusham brahmayonim tada vidwan punya pape vidhuya niranjanah paramam samyamupaiti. Yada pashyah pashyate. Beautiful usage. Pashyah, the observer sees. When you become the observer. Rukmavarnam, the golden colored, self-effulgent. Kartaram, as the very creator. Isham, Lord. Purusham, supreme being. Brahmayonim, which is the source of even Lord Brahma also. Tada vidwan, such a wise man. Punya pape vidhuya, becomes free from all punya and papa. Niranjanah, the pure, stainless, paramam samyam upaiti. He attains the state of supreme equipoise, samyam. When his attention turns to the observer in him, the Lord in him, he attains supreme peace. Then what does he do? Next verse, verse number 4. Prano heshayas sarva bhutair vibhati Vijanan vidvan bhavate nativadi. Atmakrida atmaratih kriyavan. Esha brahmavidam varishtha. Prano heshayas sarvabhutairvibhati. Vijanan vidvan bhavate nativadi. Atmakrida atmaratih kriyavan. Esha brahmavidam varishtah. Esha pranaha sarvabhutairvibhati. This supreme being, this consciousness is shining in all beings. Vijanan vidwan bhavate nativadi. The moment you start experiencing this, what happens to him? Knowing this, wise person stops all blabbering. He becomes quiet. He becomes quiet. So this is our journey from silence to noise to silence. First silence. Why silence? Because I don't know anything. Then noise, rajas. I think I know. So all noise. Then finally you truly know. When you truly know also, you become silent. Empty pot, half pot, full pot. Silence, noise, silence. This is our journey. 0 degree, 180 degree, 360 degree. So 0 and 360 are always together. Both are silence. One is silent because it doesn't know anything. The other is silent because he has known everything. So who is the all noisy making news channel? All that rajas. Bhavate nativadi, he becomes quiet. What does he do? Atma kridaha, atmaratihi. He revels in the self, sports in the self. Kriyavan, if at all he is doing any activity, it is only serving the society as an expression of that happiness. Esha brahmavidam varishtaha. He is the best among the knowers of Brahman. Reveling in the self. That is all you need to do. Okay, what is the qualification for this? Now comes the famous verse. Verse number 5 and 6. Satyena labhyastapasa hyesha atma. Samyak jnanena brahmacharyena nityam. Antasharire jyotirmayo hi shubhraha. Yam pashyanti yatayah kshinadoshaha. Satyena labhyastapasa hyesha atma. Samyak jnanena brahmacharyena nityam. Antasharire jyotirmayo hi shubhraha. Yam pashyanti yatayah kshinadoshaha. Yatayah kshinadoshaha, correct? Visarga before ksha has to be pronounced, correct? Yatayah kshinadoshaha. Yes. So, how to gain this? Satyena hesha atma nityam labhyah. This Atma is ever available for whom? Satyena tapasa samyajnanena brahmacharyena. So these are the sadhana to be done to purify the mind. Number 1, satyena, practice truth. Next one, tapasa, austerity. Then samyajnanena, right understanding about the self. And then brahmacharyena, living a life of self-control, sense discipline. Then antasharire jyotirmayah shubhra. In the body, this great truth shining as the light of consciousness. Yam yatayaha kshinadoshaha pashyanti. Such a yati, the one who strives in this direction, once all the impurities of the mind has gone, kshinadoshaha, he sees. So what are the four sadhanas given? Satyam, tapas, samyak jnanam and brahmacharyam. This is how the mind has to be purified. Sticking to the path of truth, then austerity, right knowledge and brahmacharya. Now, the Rishi gives importance to Satyam, because everything automatically falls in that one term called Satyam. The famous verse, verse number 6. Satyameva jayati nandrutam Satyena pantha vitato devayanaha Yenakramantya ऋषयो ह्याप्तकामाः Yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam Satyameva jayati nandrutam Satyena pantha vitato devayanah Yenakramantya ऋषयो ह्याप्तकामाः Yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam Satyameva jayati or jayate, both are right. Truth alone wins, na anrutam, not untruth. So this is that found in all the coins and currencies in India. Satyameva jayate, na anrutam, not untruth. Satyena pantha vitato devayanaha. Satyena devayana pantha vitataha. By truth alone is laid the divine path. So, to reach the absolute truth, what is the path? Worldly truth is the path to reach that absolute truth. This is the thing. You see? That absolute truth, how do you reach? By walking the path of relative truth or worldly truth. That purifies the mind. Living a life of truth is the austerity, is the tapas. That itself is struggle. What do we mean by truth? Whatever is right, do it. Not what you like. That's all. Simple. Whatever is right, now that is the truth, Satyam. Do it. Let not the life be based on likes and dislikes. Let the life be governed by truth and untruth. Don't worry about the ultimate truth. At present, at your evolution, what do you consider as truth? Live that. Then as you go on living it, intellect becomes bright and brilliant. Mind starts becoming pure and purer. As the mind becomes pure, it starts showing you higher truth. Then there is a greater responsibility to live that higher truth. The more and more the mind becomes pure, the more and more the grey areas become either black or white. There is no more grey areas because everything becomes clear then. Intellect becomes like a powerful torchlight. Everything becomes clear. Once it is clear, then it is your responsibility to live it. As long as it is not clear, you need not live it because you don't know. But once it is clear, you have no choice. Higher and higher you go, greater alertness is needed. Greater and greater responsibility comes to you. Isn't it? What is the responsibility? Now that you know what is the truth, you have no choice but to live it. Earlier you did not know. That is okay. But now you know. How did you know? With your pure mind. Once you know, you have no choice. If you don't live that, what will happen? Intense guilt. Purer the mind, greater the guilt when you don't live it. Intensity of guilt is directly proportional to purity of mind. When you don't do things properly, you will get proper beating from Bhagavan. When relationship with Bhagavan goes on increasing, when you go closer and closer to God, intensity of beating also becomes, not only beating, pampering also. Higher bliss and higher pain. These are the laws of the higher. As you go nearer and near God, there is intense anandam also and intense pain when you don't do what He says. Because after some time, He starts considering you as His child. Once you become His child, then He starts interfering in everything what you do. As long as you are some neighbor's child, He doesn't care. Once you become His child, then He will not allow you to do this and that. The moment you deviate from dharma, hey, one putai. So literally all your freedom is gone. Nearer you go to God, lesser the freedom you have. Because now you have to just obey the divine will, even if it costs your life. Because you have only one choice. Either disobey Him and be miserable, or obey Him and be blissful. Misery is also intense, bliss is also intense. So finally there is no choice for you. You have to just obey. Finally you become a perfect instrument in the hands of God. What do you mean by perfect instrument? No freedom. His will is my will. Then truly you can say, everything Bhagavan is doing, not me. Because really you are not doing anything. An egoistic person can say, I am also doing. Because he is doing something against the will of God, guided by his, or rather misguided by his likes and dislikes. Then he can say, I am the doer. As you go nearer God, your doership dies away. Inspiration comes from Him. Environment comes from Him. Everything comes from Him. You know that He is the one who is just doing. You are just a puppet. That you can say only when the ego completely dies. So this is the path of truth. Satyameva jayate. And finally you become Satyam. You are no more there, only Bhagavan is there. Na anrutam. Ego is completely gone. Ego is an illusion. It has no existence. You come to know. So this path also is the path laid by truth only. The path to the ultimate truth is laid by the worldly truth. So this path also is divine. Yena apta kamaha rishayah. The great rishis, desireless rishis, akramanti. The path which is taken up by these great rishis and thus ascend to the highest truth. Yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. That highest truth which is ultimate abode. So this is how those great rishis, what kind of rishis? Desireless rishis. You see? The moment you start desiring God, all your worldly desires you will have to sacrifice. You can't have your individual desire and desire of God. No. You have to sacrifice your desire to please God. Finally you become completely desireless. This is the way. Next one, verse number 7. Brihaccha tad divyam achintya rupam Sukshmacha tat sukshmataram vibhati Durat sudure tadihantike cha पश्यत्स्विहैव निहितं गुहायाम् बृहच्च तद्दिव्यमचिन्त्यरूपं सूक्ष्माच्च तत्सूक्ष्मतरं विभाति दूरात् सुदूरे तदिहान्तिके च पश्यत्स्विहैव निहितं गुहायां. So that great truth, what is it? Brihaccha, great, vast, divyam, divine, achintya rupam. It cannot be grasped by the mind. Sukshmat sukshmataram, subtler than the subtlest. Vibhati, it shines. Durat sudure, it is farther than the farthest. At the same time, Pachyatsu iha eva antike, it is very, very near also. So to whom is it far? Ignorant, impure hearted people. Yatanto yoginaschainam pasyantyatmanyavastitam yatanto api akrutatmanaha nainam pasyantyachetasaha. Exactly. Those who have not prepared their mind, for them it is far away. But those who have walked this path, it is very, very near their own self. You see, what a tragedy. There is something which is infinite, all blissful in my heart, but I am not able to access it. Can there be a greater tragedy than this? I am carrying a treasure, but I don't have the key. What a great tragedy. Continuing, verse number 8. Na chakshusha gृह्यते नापि वाचा नान्यैर्देवैस्तपसा कर्मणा वा ज्ञानप्रसादेन विशुद्धसत्त्वः ततस्तु तं पश्यते निष्कलं ध्यायमानः न चक्षुषा गृह्यते नापि वाचा नान्यैर्देवैस्तपसा कर्मणा वा ज्ञानप्रसादेन विशुद्धसत्त्वः ततस्तु तं पश्यते निष्कलं ध्यायमानः. This great truth, na chakshusha, napi vacha, it cannot be seen with the physical eyes, nor can it be described with the our words. Na anye devaihi grihyate, not by any other sense organs can this truth be experienced. Na karmana tapasava, not by any action, by any austerity. Then Vishuddha Sattvaha, the one who has a pure mind, Dhyayamanaha, when he meditates, Jnana Prasadena Tam Nishkalam Pashyate. That pure-hearted person, during meditation, he sees that stainless, pure truth. How? Jnana Prasadena. By the grace of the divine. Not by our effort. Na karmana, na tapasa. When Bhagavan showers his grace, you experience it. That's it. By the grace of Bhagavan alone, this truth can be experienced. Tesham eva anukampartham. We had discussed this. Aham ajnanajam tamaha nachayami atma bhavastaha jnana deepena bhasata. I, out of compassion, light the lamp of knowledge in their heart. So what is we have to do? Purification of mind. What will he do? He gives us that jnana prasada. That prasada has to come from Bhagavan. There is something we have to do. There is something which he has to do. What is that which we have to do? Dasoham. What does he do? Soham. What is our effort? Aham shunyosmi. What is grace? Amam Brahmasmi. That is called as Vishuddha Sattva. Pure heart. You prepare your mind, Bhagavan fills that mind with grace of that knowledge. So therefore, purify the mind. Next verse, verse number 9. Eshonuratma chetasa veditavyah Yasmin pranah panchadha samvivesha Pranaischittam sarvamotam prajanam Yasmin vishuddhe vibhavatyesha atma Yeshonuratma chetasa veditavyah Yasmin pranah panchadha samvivesha Pranaischittam sarvamotam prajanam Yasmin vishuddhe vibhavatyesha atma Yesha atma anuhu. This self is extremely subtle. Therefore only a subtle purified mind can grasp it. Chetasa veditavyaha. It has to be realized by a mind. Yasmin sharire panchada pranaha samvivesha. The self is in that body where the fivefold pranas have entered. So this body, fivefold pranas are active. The self is present there. Pranehi saha prajanam sarvam chittam otam. That self by which all the minds of all beings along with their senses are pervaded. Now, yasmin vishuddhe eshaha atma vibhavati. This atma become manifest when vishuddhe, when the mind is purified. So this is the qualification. Purify the mind, and in that mind you start experiencing the truth intuitively. This is the qualification. Now comes a very strange verse. Suddenly out of topic. But this verse is connected to the next section. Verse number 10. Yam yam lokam manasa samvibhati Vishuddha sattvah kamayate yanscha kaman Tam tam lokam jayate tanscha kaman Tasmadatmatnyam hyarchayet bhuti kamaha Yam yam lokam manasa samvibhati Vishuddha sattvah kamayate yanscha kaman Tam tam lokam jayate tanscha kaman Tasmadatmatnyam hyarchayet bhuti kamaha. Vishuddha sattvaha, a pure-hearted person, a realized person. Yam yam lokam manasa samvibhati, whatever world he desires. Kamayate yanscha kaman, whatever objects he desires. Tam tam lokam jayate, whatever world he desires, he will get it. Tanscha kaman, whatever objects he desires, he will get it. Who? A realized person. Vishuddha sattva. Tasmat, therefore, bhuti kamaha, the one who has any desire, what he should do? Atmatnyam yarchet. Let him worship that Atmatnya, that realized man. That's the easiest way of getting anything. Because if this man desires it, he will get it. So make him desire. Get his blessing. Shortcut. Serve him, please him, and then he will bless you and you get it. See, do seva of all Mahatmas. One Mahatma only must have written this also. So now the point is desiring. So this becomes the seed for the next section. So now we enter into the next section. The importance of desiring. Right desire. Because the law is whatever you desire, it will happen. Okay, first verse. Savedaitat paramam brahmadhama yatra vishvam nihitam bhati shubhram upasate purusham yehya kamaha te shukrame tadativartanti dhiraha savedaitat paramam brahmadhama yatra vishvam nihitam bhati shubhram upasate purusham yehya kamaha te shukrame tadativartanti dhiraha. Sa Veda. He knows. Such a realized person knows. What does he know? Etat paramam dhama brahma. He knows this Brahman which is the supreme abode. Yatra vishvam nihitam. Where the whole world exists. He knows that Brahman. Shubhram bhati. Which shines brilliantly. He knows that Brahman which is the support of the whole world. Which shines as consciousness. Ye akamaha purusham upasate. The one who serves, worships this Mahatma. How? Akamaha. Without any worldly desire. Serve the Mahatma without any worldly desire. Then what will happen? Te dhiraha etat shukram ativartanti. They transcend the human seed. Meaning, they transcend birth-death cycle. Do the seva of a Mahatma without any worldly desire, with the desire of spiritual progress, that person also will attain that highest. Because, what is the law? Next verse is the law. Verse number 2. Kamanyah kamayate manyamanaha sakamabhirjayate tatra tatra paryapta kamasya kritatmanastu ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kamaha kamanyah kamayate manyamanaha sakamabhirjayate tatra tatra paryapta kamasya kritatmanastu ihaiva sarve praviliyanti kamaha. Yaha kaman kamayate. The one who longs, kamayate, kaman, longs for worldly object, desirable things, manyamanaha, by brooding over the virtues of these objects. The one who desires worldly things, thinking that all these worldly things can give us happiness. Sakamabhir jayate. Tatra tatra. In such an environment, that person is born. This is the law. Whatever desires you have, that those desires will be manifested. The world is designed to manifest your desire. Whatever the desire, worldly desire or spiritual desire. And accordingly, that person is born there in such an environment. Tatra tatra. So this is the law. So how to positively make use of the law? Desire the right thing. What is desiring the right thing? Becoming desireless. paryapta kamaha. The one whose desires are fulfilled. Krutatmanaha. The one who has cultivated his own self. That is the translation, literal translation of Kruta Atma. Cultivated his self. What do you mean by cultivating yourself? Working on your own self, thus experiencing yourself. Paying attention to the self and knowing the self. That is called as Krutatma, the one who has known his own self. What will happen to him? He will become paryapta kama. He will become desireless. Because once you get that infinite bliss in your own self, automatically that mind becomes desireless. Then what will happen to him? Sarve kamaha ihaiva praliyante. All desires, longing vanish here itself. So what should we desire? What should we desire? We should desire the self. We should desire spiritual knowledge, because that one desire will put an end to all your desires. The one desire which puts an end to all desire. Jalam katakarenuvat. You know that example, Atma Bodha? So the mud particles are floating. So what do? You put another set of dust. Are you not making it impure? No. These dust particles of Katakarenu, dust of Kataka tree or alum. So they stick with each other and it becomes heavy and both of them settle down. Finally you have a pure water. So in the same way, create a desire. Because this desire will eat away all the other desires. The desire of the self. Just like, taking one thorn, removing all the thorn and throwing away that thorn also. So, desire this to become desireless. This is the message. Now comes a shocking verse. Verse number 3. Nayamatma pravachanena labhyah न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन यमैवैष वृणुते तेन लभ्यः तस्येष आत्मा विवृणुते तनुं स्वाम् नायमात्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यः न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन यमैवैष वृणुते तेन लभ्यः तस्यैष आत्मा विवृणुते तनुं स्वाम्. How to get this Atma? Na ayam Atma pravachanena labhyah. You are not going to get this Atma by pravachan. Pravachan can mean discourses. Pravachan can also mean study of the scriptures. So you are not going to get it. Okay. Na medhaya. With your supremely high intelligence, you are not going to get it. Or medha also means memorizing. You memorize these verses, you are not going to get it. Na bahuna sutena. Listen to so many lectures of so many Swamijis. Not going to help. Oh my God. Pravachana is gone. Medha is gone. Listening to scriptures, study of the scriptures, nothing is going to help. You will not get it. Swamiji, then why are we sitting here? All these sadhanas are useless. Now what is the focus? That is not the point. The point is this. Yam eva esha vrunute tena labhyah. Who gets it? The one who desires it gets it. See the importance of desire. Just because a person is listening to satsang doesn't get it, because many times he may be desiring something else, or he may not be even desiring also. You can give a discourse on scriptures to show off your scholarship, to show others how much you know. You may not be even desiring it. You see, do you truly desire it? This is the question. If you desire, tasyesha atma vivranute tanum swam, this self reveals its true nature to such a person. Otherwise the self doesn't reveal. So what is the most important thing? It's not that these sadhanas are useless. No. All these sadhanas have to be done along with intense single pointed desire. This is the point. They are all useful. Pravachana is useful, Medha is useful, Bahuna Shrutam, yes, listening to scripture, Shravanam, Mannam, everything is useful, provided you sincerely desire it. Because the law of life is what you desire, only that you will get. So ensure that you desire it single pointedly, wholeheartedly. Continuing in the same line, next verse. Nayamatma balahinena labhyah na cha pramadat tapaso vapyalingat etairupayeryate yastu vidwan tasyesha atma vishate brahmadhama nayamatma balahinena labhyah na cha pramadat tapaso vapyalingat etairupayeryate yastu dvan tasyesha atma vishate brahmadhama. Nayamatma labhya, this atma cannot be gained by balahinena, one who is weak. Okay, so what should you do? Every day go to gym. That's what is written. Only a strong person can get it. What is the meaning balahinena? Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Atmanishtha janita viryahinena. What is strength in spirituality? Not the physical strength. The ability to strongly abide in the self is strength. Atmanishtha janita virya. When the mind remembers the Lord, the question is, now in the language of devotion it is remembering God, in the language of knowledge it is abiding in the self. Okay, two different languages, both are same. How strongly, intensely are you holding on to God? To that extent you are strong. This is real balam. Balam means strength. Ego has zero strength, because ego is like shadow. What is the strength of a shadow? Zero. If you with your ego try to win over kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, you are going to fail. Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyeya. Nobody can win over it. Mameva ye prapadyante. Those who surrender to me, maya me tam taranti. Surrender to me means what? You hold on to God, then His strength will start expressing through you, manifesting through you. Evam buddhe param buddhva samstabhyatmanam atmana. Holding on to God alone, you can win over any of these negativities, vices. There is no other way. That is the symbolic meaning of Sugriva defeating Vali. Sugriva can never defeat Vali, because the 50% of the power goes to Vali. The moment he just stands in front, Bhagavan has to shoot the arrow and kill. So in the same way, what is Balam? Abidance in God, remembering God, surrendering unto God. That is Balam. Atmanishtha. Nayamatma balahinena labhyah. Nacha pramadat. One who is careless is not going to get it. Tapasaha va api alingat. Alingat tapasaha. What is this alingat tapasaha? So pramada means laukika putra pashu adi vishaya sanga nimitta pramadat. Mind is distracted in 100,000 things. Spirituality, side business. Side business fellow is not going to get it. This should be the only business. Then you will get it. Worldly duties must be performed as a worship of God. Everything should be centered round God. Then yes. Not escaping from duties. Main business doesn't mean leave everything and only. No, that is not. Priority should be God. That is the meaning. Now what is this alinga tapasaha? So here Bhagavan Shankaracharya said tapas means jnanam. Tapasaha atra jnanam. Linga means sannyasaha. Sannyasa rehita jnanat na labhyate. So how should you practice this knowledge? There should be sannyasa. Sannyasa means what? Single pointedly seeking this without desiring anything else. That is sannyas. I want this and this alone. Sannyas means what? Renunciation. What is a real renunciation? At the mind level. If you have so many desires, likes and dislikes in 100,000 things, and then you are pursuing this knowledge, you are not going to get it. That means you still desire so many other things. The cosmos will manifest those desires. But when you say, I want this and this alone, now this is called a sannyas. Ramadhama vishate. In his case, hit atma enters into the abode of Brahman. Meaning he experiences it. So what is the whole focus? Desiring. How single pointed is your desire? This is the thing which we have to ask. Is my seeking single pointed? Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to give a beautiful example. So there is this needle hole, needle, and you want to put that thread in it. Even if one strand comes out, it won't go. So then you put your saliva and then do it. One strand also, if it go, it won't go. If there is one worldly desire, that is, so you have to see deep within, am I desiring something? So this is the glory of vairagya, dispassion. What kind of vairagya? Not smashana vairagya, not prasuti vairagya, not alabhe vairagya, but viveka janita vairagya, born out of wisdom. That nothing can truly give me fulfillment other than God. From that wisdom comes a desirelessness, a dispassion. With that dispassion, when you strive, definitely you are going to get it. So these are all the places where we fall, So that is why it is pointed out. These are all the places. That is why you are not getting. There is a reason. There is a reason why, in spite of all the study and all that, nothing is happening. Next one. Samprapyena mrishayo jnana truptaha kritatmano vitaragav prashantaha te sarvagam sarvatah prapya dhiraha yuktatmanas sarvameva vishanti samprapyena mrishayo jnana truptaha कृतात्मानो वीतरागाः प्रशान्ताः ते सर्वगं सर्वतः प्राप्य धीराः युक्तात्मानः सर्वमेवाविशन्ति. Enam samprapya, having attained the self, what happens to this person? Jnana truptaha, content in self-knowledge. Krutatmanaha, completely fulfilled. Kritakrityaha, yesterday also we saw this. Vitaragaha, free from all kinds of attachment. Prashantaha, peaceful. Te dhiraha, those wise people. Sarvagam sarvatah prapya, having attained that all-pervading self, everywhere, at all times. Yuktatmanah, completely united with the self. Sarvam eva avishanti, they enter into the all. Realizing the all, they enter into the all. Enter into the all means what? They come to know there is only one, and that is me. Now comes the famous verse. Vedanta vijnana sunishchitarthaha sannyasa yoga yataya shuddha sattvaha te brahmalokeshu parantakale paramrutav parimucyanti sarve vedanta vijnana sunishchitarthaha sannyasa yogad yataya shuddha sattvaha te brahmalokeshu parantakale paramrutav parimucyanti sarve. Yes. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchita Arthaha. These great seekers who are very clear about the object that is described by Vedanta Vijnanam. So what is that one thing mentioned in Vedanta Vijnanam? The self, the consciousness. Very clear they are. And thus Yatayaha, they strive to gain it. Sannyasa yoga shuddha sattvaha, thus practicing sannyasa yoga. What is this sannyasa yoga? Yoga of renunciation. What is this yoga of renunciation? Desiring that one thing alone and renouncing all the other desires. That is called sannyasa yoga. Thus, Shuddha Sattvaha, purified their mind. Te sarve parantakale paramrutaha parimucyanti. Everything is superlative degree. They attain parantakalam. Antakalam means what? Death. Now there is another adjective added. Parantakalam. Final death they attain. What do you mean by final death? That simply means our death is not final. Again and again we are born only to die. Mrityo samrityum gacchati yahi ananeva pashyati. Kathopanishad. He goes from death to death. Upanishad sees only dying part. No value for birth. See, going from death to death. What a usage. Hammering. When you ignore this knowledge, you are seeking, you are asking for death only. But this man, Parantakalam, his death is a final death. Meaning, once he leaves the body, there is no more taking the body to leave the body. Final death. And then, Paramritaha, supreme immortality. Going to Swarga is also called immortality in a limited sense, because so many thousands of years you remain there. But this is ultimate immortality. And then parimucyanti, liberation. This is not temporary liberation, not mucyanti, but parimucyanti. When we physically die, there is temporary liberation. For some time, just like sleep. For some time all problems are forgotten. Temporary rest. But this is Absolute liberation. By attaining the world of Brahman, Brahma Lokeshu. That is the glory of this knowledge. Permanent abode of Brahman is permanently gained, and thus they get permanently liberated, attaining that state. Next one. Gatah kala panchadasha pratishtha devascha sarve pratidevatasu karmani vijnanamayascha atma parivyaye sarva eki bhavanti gatah kala panchadasha pratishtha devascha sarve pratidevatasu karmani vijnanamayascha atma parivyaye sarva eki bhavanti. Finally, once you have reached there, now this person, all the matter envelopments, whatever he has used to attain that, he gives it back to the cosmos. That is the end. Panchadasha kalaha pratishtagataha. The 15 kalas enter into their respective elements. Sarve devaha pratidevatasu. All gods go back to their respective gods. Karmani vijnanamayascha atma. The karmas and the jiva bhava, sarve pare avyaye eki bhavanti. All become unified with the supreme imperishable Brahman. You use the boat, cross the river, leave the boat. Consciousness makes use of the matter to know itself and drops the matter. So what are the Panchadasha Kala? It is not mentioned here, it is mentioned in Prashnopanishad. Shodasha Kala Purusha, 16. So here it is at 15. What are they? Prana, Shraddha, Kham, Vayu, Jyoti, Apa, Prithvi, 5 elements. Indriyam, Manaha, Annam, Viryam, Tapaha, Mantraha, Karma, Loka, Nama. That is the 16th one. Nama. 16. Shodashakala. What is this actually? You see, this is how we manifest ourselves. Come to this world. First is Shraddha, my understanding about life. Then Mantraha, that which I go on repeating in my mind. Then Tapas, I concentrate, something I badly want. I go on repeating it. I go on desiring it. Then Karma, I perform action. Then naturally karma phala comes. World, loka, that is a karma phala. Then the 5 elements, I manifest the 5 elements. Then the BMI is necessary, so indriya, mana. Then body needs food, annam. Then body has strength, viryam. Then prana, body has the pancha prana. The whole point is this: I desire something, manifest it, and then work hard to get it. So this cycle is going on and on and on and on and on. Finally, when the knowledge is gained, I leave everything back to the cosmos. The physical body is made of 5 elements. The 5 elements merge with the 5 elements. The subtle 5 elements of Sukshma Sharira, that also goes and merges. And finally, consciousness merges with consciousness. Actually, there is no merging, only the wrong notion is gone. When the pot breaks, we say pot space merges with the total space. Though it is a usage, but it is wrong, because space was always merged only. Whether pot is there or not, space was never divided. It was only a wrong notion. How is it? Example is given. Yatha nadyasyandamana samudre astam gachanti nama rupe vihaya tatha vidwan nama rupad vimuktah Parat param purushamupayiti divyam yatha nadyasyandamana samudre astam gachanti namarupe vihaya tatha vidwan namarupad vimuktah parat param purushamupayiti divyam yatha syandamanaha nadyah, river which is flowing down, namarupe vihaya samudre astam gachanti, just like the river merges with the ocean, giving up all its name and form. Tatha vidwan namarupat vimuktah, the wise man giving up his name and form, individuality, parat param divyam purusham upeti, attains that supreme divine being. This is called as liberation. So example given is that of a river merging with ocean. Next one, sayoha vai tat paramam brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati nasya brahmavid kule bhavati tarati shokam tarati papmanam guha grandhibhyo vimukto mruto bhavati. Sayoha vai tat paramam brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati nasya brahmavid kule bhavati tarati shokam tarati papmanam gruha grandhibhyo vimukto mruto bhavati. Yah tat paramam brahma veda, the one who knows the supreme Brahman, savai brahmaiva bhavati, he becomes Brahman. Knower of Brahman becomes Brahman. Na asya kule abrahmavid bhavati, in his lineage a non-knower of Brahman will not be born. No, this is too much. Meaning that one person inspires everybody. That is the whole thing. Always that person was, oh, my great grandfather was such a person. Always that discussion will be there. A Mahatma, if he is born in a family, the discussion continues, and somewhere or the other, everybody is inspired by that. Tarati shokam, tarati papmanam. Such a person crosses over all sorrows, all sins. Guha grandhibhyo vimuktah, becomes free from the knots of the heart. Amrito bhavati, he becomes immortal. Tadetat richa abhyuktam. Verse number 10. Kriyavanta shrotriya brahmanishtaha swayam juhvata ekarshim shraddhayantah teshamevaisham brahma vidyam vadeta shirovratam vidivadhyaistu chirnam kriyavanta shrotriya brahmanishtaha swayam juhvata ekarshim shraddhayantah teshamevaisham brahma vidyam vadeta shirovratam vidivadhyaistu chirnam. Tad etat rucha abhyuktam. This rule has been explained by the Ruk mantras. This rule. What is the rule? Tesham eva esham brahma vidyam vadeta. This knowledge should be given only to such a person. Don't give this knowledge to everybody. Who is that? Kriyavantaha, the one who performs ritual. Okay. Shrotriyaha, who has studied the scriptures. Okay. Brahmanishtaha, who is abiding in Brahman. Okay. Swayam ekarshim shraddhayanta juhvata, the one who performs this ritualistic sacrifice called ekarshi. Shirovratam vidhivat yaistu chirnam, the one who has performed Shirovratam, the vow of carrying fire on the head, according to the rule. Such a person alone this knowledge should be given. Now, according to modern times, we have to slightly modify it. Kriyavantaha means hardworking. Shrotriyaha means the one who has learned the scriptures regarding Dvaita Jnanam. He has faith, ready to work hard, very sincere. Brahmanishta, he has developed devotion for God. This if already you are Brahmanishta, then why do you need this knowledge? So here, Brahmanishta is Sagunam Brahmanishta. Devotion to God is there. Dvaita Bhavana is there. I am different, God is different. But he has faith, love, devotion. And then, Swayam Ekarshim Juhata means what? He does this ritual called Ekarshi. So in the modern times, it can be called as Karma Yoga. That readiness to sacrifice the ego. That is actually sacrifice. Ritual means what? We are putting in the fire of knowledge, ignorance is destroyed. Ego is destroyed. When such an attitude you see, definitely you can. And Shiro Vratam, carrying fire on head. So here Gurudev says, the one whose head is on fire regarding knowledge. I badly want it. The head is on fire. That is Shiro, meaning mokshu. The one who truly desires knowledge, full of faith, ready to work hard, lot of devotion for God, to him give this knowledge. Tadetat satyam Rishirangiraha puro vacha na etat achirnavratah adhite naitadachirnavrato dhite namah paramarshibhyo tadetat satyam rishirangirah puro vacha naitadachirnavrato dhite namah paramarshibhyo tadetat satyam. This is indeed true. Rishi Angira Pura Vacha. Who is the teacher of this Upanishad? Angira. To whom is he telling? Shaunaka. Very good. Rishi Angira Puro Vacha. Angira Rishi had told in the ancient times. What did he say? Na etat achirna vratah adite. No one who has not observed any vow of renunciation is fit to study this. Meaning there is a qualification. Is fit to study this means what? If you are full of likes and dislikes and indulgence, etc., even if you study, nothing will happen. That is the meaning. You will benefit only when you have all these qualifications. Purity of mind, that is the whole thing. And single pointedness of purpose, then you will definitely benefit. And now the Upanishad ends, Namah Paramarshibhya, prostration to all those rishis who have given this knowledge to us. Namah Paramarshibhya. Twice it is repeated to say that Upanishad is over. Wonderful. So thus our study is also, the yajna is also over. So beautiful Upanishad, isn't it? So many wonderful verses, very practical verses, metaphors. I have taken 6 extra minutes. Okay, I sincerely invoke the grace of the Lord, the blessings of all these rishis, Puja Gurudev. May we gain this knowledge, get rooted in that supreme truth. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhaved, Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityor Ma Amritam Gamaya, Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji, for today's discourse. This week has been a rewarding experience for us to receive the teachings of Mundakopanishad and the Bhagavad Gita from Swamiji. So, Swamiji, thank you for walking us through these teachings and giving us this clarity and wisdom. You've left us with hearts filled with compassion, minds with purity, intellect with clarity, and a willpower to detach and attach. So thank you so much. This yagna has been successful due to the efforts contributed by several volunteers. We would like to take a moment to thank all of them. And this wouldn't have been possible without the blessings of Gurudev and guidance from Swami Shantananda ji. Can we receive a round of applause for Swamiji? Thank you. And while Swamiji has given us food for thought, our Anna Sevaks they have prepared delicious food for all of you. So please join us for lunch and Swamiji's Bhiksha. There will be a Q&A session and Guru Dakshina opportunity after the Bhiksha. Okay, so we're doing a picture? Sure, yeah, let's join us for the picture session there. Okay, thank you. We're doing it after the Bhiksha, we can do that, right? Oh. Okay, we can do that now. Thank you.
Hari Om, everyone. If you would wish to offer Guru Dakshina, you can line up here and take Namaskaram, do Namaskaram and take Prasad. I think they're bringing it. I need to just little bit bring patience. Om Namo Narayana, 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 Om Namo Narayana. Keshava Hari, Keshava Hari, Keshava Hari, Keshava, Keshava Hari, Keshava Hari, Keshava Hari, Keshava, Keshava Hari, Keshava Hari, Keshava Hari, Keshava, Keshava Hari, Keshava Hari, Keshava Hari, Keshava. Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana.
Madhava Hari, Madhava Hari, Madhava Hari, Madhava.
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 Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana. Om Hari Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana. Om Hari Narayana.
Govinda Hari, Govinda Hari, Govinda Hari, Govinda.
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 Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Shri Narayana Bhagavan ki jai. Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo.
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 Radha Ramana Hari Gopal bolo.
Radha Ramana Hari Gopal bolo.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda bolo.
Govinda bolo Hari Gopal 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 bolo.
Radha Ramana Hari Gopal bolo.
Radha Ramana Hari Gopal bolo.
Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo.
Govinda bolo Hari Gopal bolo.
Shri Radha Varakrishna Chandra Bhagavan ki
Jai.
Hari Om everyone, we're going to have the picture. Please do come and line up by height.